We got Tacoma Comics here, and I am live with y'all. Let's see, share screen. There you go. Application window. There you go. So I could do like that. I got to work on this all. Make sure you click share on the mobile and not cancel. Well, yeah, it was canceled. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out because I forgot how to do it. All right, y'all. We are going on a trip today. We're going on a big trip. We are going on a long trip. We're going on a far trip. We're going on a shiny, shiny forehead trip. If I turn that light off, you won't be able to see anything. So I got stacks and stacks and stacks of comics here. I don't even know what's in some of the stacks because they're like mega poly bags. So we're going to open them together. This week has just been, it's been winding down. Last week is summer. Next week I got to go to school. I mean, I was at school every day last week doing this or that or the other thing. But now, like, got a full day meeting Tuesday, full day meeting Wednesday, Thursday, first day for kids, and then Friday, Friday, it happens for real. So let's get going. But I do want to get this share screen thing going on. Hold on 1 second. So I'll click share screen. It brings this up, and I want to share a Chrome tab. I want to share this Chrome tab. So it goes over to that Chrome tab. Give your no. And so there you go. That's all I wanted to do. That is all I wanted to do, guys. I just wanted to show that to you. So here we go. Let's take a look at what's going on over there. That is Olympic Cards and Comics. And Olympic Cards and Comics is where I went Wednesday night. I brought my son down there, and his best friend drove down. It's about half an hour from Tacoma. And Gabby, who you see pictured there, is the proprietor of this amazing store. It's like a massive warehouse. This is a comic book shop, but there's so much more. Games and hardcovers and trade paperbacks and statues and pops. Everything, but focused on comics. And what Gabby does is she runs Wednesday nights and other nights games. She has all sorts of games. She has Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League specifically, which is my favorite part about it. So I bring my son down there Wednesday night so he and his friend can join the Adventurers League. It's like one-shot things that can be done in a 2-hour session. I signed them up for 2-hour sessions so they could go 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And Gabby's always there, and she's always like telling, you go upstairs, and there's like 30 tables of just different RPGs going on, including Dungeons and Dragons that my son and his friend were doing. And Gabby's there, and she makes a whole speech about, you've got to respect people. This is a place of acceptance, and you can't make fun of people, no lewd language, and all that 9 yards. So it's really cool that she does that. During that time, I was downstairs, of course, and I'm shopping and I'm going through boxes. And when I say I'm going through boxes, I mean she's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of long boxes. Just it's an insane amount of long boxes, back issues. And so I'm hunting, and this lady comes over. She's like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I told her, of course, I'm looking for Hans, right? I'm looking for Stephanie Hans. And she's like, "Oh, I love Hans." And we start talking. She's like, "Do you know Di?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I love Di." And we start going on. Turns out I'm talking to the purchasing manager. So this is a lady who is in charge of purchasing the comics for a major comic store in Olympia, a massive store that thousands of people know. I mean, people know Gabby's. It's not even officially called Gabby's. It's called Olympic Cards and Comics, but people know it as Gabby's, and they know Gabby. So this woman, Allison, really cool. She's helping me find stuff. She's even helping me order stuff that's like hard to get, like that Web of Black Widow 2. That Hans variant, that's on fire, man. It comes out October 9th. So I start talking to her, and she has a podcast that she does with two friends of hers, her roommate and another friend, called Out of the Fridge. And they do it every Friday night. They go over all sorts of geekdom things, TV shows, movies, RPGs, and of course, comic books. And I just wanted to point this out because I want to give her a shout out. They have a whole episode on Di that's really, really fabulous. And I told her that I did a whole thing on Die. And so she's like, oh, I did a whole thing on Die. So I listened to it going to school last week in the car. And it was really cool. So just wanted to give her a shout out. She was so helpful. So let's see what she got. All right. This is nothing. I found that for $1. I figured to add that to my 7 to Eternity run. Figured I would read that since I'm watching the TV show and I've never read one of these. I figured that I would keep picking these up. See, these are all quarter each, so I don't have this particular issue of Phonogram. This is the first thing that Gillen and McKelvey did together. Hey, the salmon, dude! You're here for the salmon. I'll tell you what, it is all freaking gone. Where is the salmon? The salmon was delicious, delicious, delicious. I'm so happy myself with the salmon, but it comes at the end of the story that I'm telling. I picked up a kabuki, 25 cents. Picked up my favorite Powers cover, again, 25 cents. I love this cover. I picked up this. I showed this on Instagram the other day. This is like a dark Lumberjanes, right? This is like not quite the same Lumberjanes you usually see. So I was pretty excited for that. What else did I get here? Sarah and the Royal Stars for 25 cents. Everybody said this is a great read. I'm going to read that. I'm also going to pick up Resonant. A lot of my comics are ending or have ended. Outcast, which I don't care about anymore. Black Science, Paper Girls, Descender. So I'm kind of ending a whole 2-year, 3-year involvement in a lot of issues. I'm moving on now, and I'm going to start picking up some new ones. So Resonant and Sarah and the Royal Stars might be 2 new issues. Civil War II #3, got that for cover price. And then here you go. I am searching for comics, and she looks at, they've got these bins marked Overstock, Marvel post Secret Wars, meaning the more recent Secret Wars. And she just goes into one of these 6 long bins to find this Peter Parker issue. And she's like, here you go. There's some Stephanie Hans for you. I'm like, wow. So then I found this. This is the only one I was missing in the Buffy Reckoning Hans run. I found this Defenders, which is really cool. Totally digging that. I don't like a lot of her work. I don't like from afar, but when you get close up, it looks a lot better. And then as I'm digging, man, so psyched. She just pops this in front of my face. She's like, boom. I don't even know if you can see Leia and Vader behind her. This is Poe Dameron 16, one of the Star Wars moments. What is it called? I don't know. Star Wars, just a variant, but I think they're called special moments or something. Variants. So that was from Gabby's Olympic Card and Comics in Olympia, Washington. Great store, absolutely phenomenal. That was last Wednesday night. Like I said, I had 2 hours to dig, so dig I did. It's just, what else are you going to do? Your kids are playing Dungeons and Dragons. They're not out smoking crack and, shooting up the neighborhood. So you're happy that they're busy and you're in a comic book shop. That's what I do. Hey, chat, start chatting. You're boring the heck out of me. I mean, are you all dead here? Bear's waiting for Salmon because he's a bear, but maybe you are chatting. A StreamYard is just extremely slow to show the chat. I got comments listed. Let's go banners, brand, private chat, comments. Nope, only got 1 comment. So tell me what's up. So Friday I went to my LCS, and here's my new thing, my new thing. Okay, I'm gonna actually make this a banner. I love that you can do banner. Don't go to your LCS on Wednesdays. Hit the cap lock key. All right. Show this one. If you go Wednesday, you get stuck in that FOMO and you get worried about what you're missing, what was in the hot book that everybody had to have, right? You're going to buy 6 copies of freaking Oregon, the Ducks. You're gonna buy 6 copies of Marvel Comics 1000. You're gonna be like, why did I pay $60 for these 6 copies of this book? Don't go to your LCS on Wednesday. You've got your pull list. You get the books that you want. If it's something that you really want, maybe you pay a bit more on eBay. Maybe you wait 3 weeks and it comes back down. Maybe you didn't really want that motherfucker anyway. You probably didn't want that motherfucker anyway, did you? So I went to my LCS on Wednesday. Stargazer Comics. Now, I want to tell you something about my LCS. I used to go to Atomic Comics, and I love Atomic Comics. Nothing wrong with Atomic Comics. I can walk to Stargazer. That's why I switched. I don't want people like thinking, I was being cagey. I don't know, man, but people bought 1 copy of it. People bought, multiple copies, and they said it was not worth the $10. I'm trying to get that glare out of my eyes. I feel like it was not worth the $10, but people did it. So what are you going to do? So anyway, my pull list was really, really small this week, and almost nothing came in. I got this beautiful variant to Lois Lane. I'm loving Lois Lane. I'm loving this comic. Definitely dug that. They got me the Weatherman. That is Stephanie Hans. I love that, man. Digital paintwork, that shadow. That's awesome. That is some great Stephanie Hans. Weatherman 3. They did get me the die number 6 second printing. They didn't get me 2 copies, which they're supposed to. We'll talk about that. We'll talk to them about that. But I got 1 copy of 6 second printing. For $1, I picked up Rosenberg X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. This is number 10. I'm trying to pick these up on the cheap now. I heard his run is really good. I'd like to read it someday. I picked up a Wolverine that I need. I think I got this twice. I needed number 13, so I picked that up for a couple bucks. And I needed number 19. So I picked that up for a couple bucks. That was Friday. Today is Saturday. We went out to dim sum this morning, and then, bam. And then we came home. My kids played Minecraft. My wife crashed. She's working so incredibly hard at school right now. She's doing getting ready for school. Her job is a lot harder than mine. She's got developmentally delayed kids. And she's doing her endorsement for SPED, so she's taking 4 classes this summer. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. How can we do this? Copied. Okay. Hold on a second. That's not you. There you go. All right, Adam, you got a little invite if you want to come on here, because I've got 3 viewers. Apparently, I'm not as exciting as I think I am. Today's Saturday. So after we got back, kids went to Minecraft, wife went to do schoolwork. I decided, hey, I got an afternoon free. I'm going to go for a trip. So where'd we go? We went to Destiny City Comics. I tried Destiny as my LCS once. Worked out okay, but it wasn't my favorite out of all of them. So that's why I switched back to Atomic, and then I switched to Stargazer. So I picked this up. I saw somebody mention this the other day. I like to get the number 1s that are not the you must get this number 1s. If that makes any sense, it's like, okay, if you want to tell me that I've got to get Comic X, then everybody's getting it, and it's either impossible to get or everybody has it. Then just I was just offering, man. I thought maybe it's all good. Don't worry about it. I am working on this Grant Morrison new X-Men run, so I grabbed this one here, boom, for $1. I grabbed this one here, boom, for $1. He had a box. This guy's got short boxes strewn all over Destiny City, and he had a box there of like odd X-Men's, like Uncanny's, going back to like early 100s all the way up to like 250. And there were a couple issues that I needed in like the early 100s. But I opened this box and I took out a couple bags, and there was just a smell. It was just a mildew smell. And he had these books listed at $20, $30. I'm like, I am not paying $20 or $30 per book for mildew smell books. Even they looked nice, but they just stank. I picked these up for my son because this is actually really, really cool. This is a variant to number 20. It's got a sticker on, which I can probably remove. It's not in the perfect condition. Well, it's not in bad condition. I have no idea who did this cover, but it's just sick. This is a 66666 story, a sick cover, and I love it. I absolutely love this. Look at this. That is sick. No two ways about it. 66666. That's just awesome. My son, 12-year-old, reading I Hate Fairyland. I'm a good parent. I don't care. So I got him some more I Hate Fairyland. There's number 11, regular cover. I don't know who did that cover. This is listed as the 6th. Oh, it's a jock cover. Dude, I'm starting my son up on it. Maybe I'll just keep this because he had some other regular copies of 20. Maybe I'll just keep this. I'll go back and get him one. I'll let him read it. And I'm like, Daddy wants his comic book back. All right. Down the road from Destiny City is a place known as Tricky's Pop Culture Emporium. I don't like Tricky's Pop Culture Emporium. The guy is a little surly. My kid came in there one day and had touched a transformer and taken it apart and couldn't get it back. And the guy's like, look at the sign. I'm like, that sign is at 6 feet high. My kid is a freaking 9-year-old, and you're yelling at him for. I got pissed, but sometimes he's got some good stuff, but it's really annoying. He's got this box, a long box, on its side, literally standing up on its side in the back. And I go up to him. I'm like, hey, that long box back there, is that something I'm not supposed to touch? Or can I look through that? He's like, that's just garbage. Garbage, garbage. You don't want that. I'm like, one man, I try to make jokes. I'm like, one man's junk is another man's treasure. And he's like, So he's, I don't know, dude. He's like that, right? So I go through it, and I pick out a Max number 1, a Pit number 1, a Spawn number 4, Newsstand, a Spawn number 5, which looks almost exactly the same as Spawn number 8, which I got 2 copies of. So I bring these up, and I'm like, what do you think on these? And he kind of gives me a look like, oh, now I got to do work looking them up. I'm like, you were telling me that freaking box is garbage. Pissed me off. Really pissed me off when he does that. So he's like, I got to charge you premium. I'm like, you better give me cut rate wholesale because I just went through your garbage and found something. Charge me $1 each. It's not a bargain. It's not horrible. It's $1 each. But what he does have, and the reason I go there, is he has these packs. All right, and this one says Marvel Superhero Mix-Up, $2.99. Now, I've gotten these packs before. Sometimes I got Superman 10, first appearance of the Super Sons. I've also gotten totally screwed on these and gotten like a bunch of filler that goes to my classroom library for my kids to read. Which for $3, man, that's good. Let people do that. By the way, I'm drinking tonight, and I hope you're drinking tonight, or hope you drank tonight, because yeah, man, it's one of those. I gotta start work next week, right? So, what are you gonna do? I'm starting work next week, so I'm drinking today. And that's all you got to know. Captain Marvel number 1, cover price. This was actually worth more than the whole bundle, but obviously it's not worth cover price anymore. Fear Itself, book 2, 2 of 7. It's not bad. That's kind of cool. I dig it. Punisher 2099, number 23. That's clearly a nothing book. But, I paid $3 for this whole thing. Spider-Gwen, number 3. That's a cool run filler. But check this out. Couple ticks on it. House of M number 1. Not bad. Remember, $3 for all of these. What is this? What the presents Wolverine #9. Back off, you hoses. I got the front cover. It's in my contract. And then, of course, on the back cover, you got all these guys. Ah! Silly. Oh, that's pretty cool, except it's wavy. Oh, it's beat as shit. But a little Battlestar Galactica, #12, with that crazy Lego Technic stuff on the back. Seen that before. What do we got? Ooh! I got a Venom cover in this. I don't know if this is glow in the dark, but it's scratchy here. A nice little Ghost Rider. That's pretty cool. Again, $3, right? So not worry about this. A little Fantastic Four from the 80s. I know it's from the 80s because it's 60 cents. 1983, it says. Actually pretty happy with this considering what I paid. Oh, David Mack Daredevil. Just look at that, man. So this is okay for $3. I'm not complaining. I don't know why you guys are complaining. I mean, I picked up Tarzan #1. It needs a press and a clean. It needs to be sent back and given me a brand new copy of it, but I'll take that. Newsstand, 1977. Oh, annual #1. Sorry, my bad. My bad, bad. Galactus World Devourer #3. That I could throw out. I probably will throw that out, which means I'll bring it to my students. Paradise X issue 0. I have no idea what this is about. I think it's X-Men book or Inhumans or I don't know. Cool Paradise, dude. There you go. Must be late night somewhere because people are sleeping on chat, man. Say something dumb. Oh, this is all the Marvel hip-hop covers. That I'm actually pretty excited about. Anybody wants to purchase all the covers, you can do your little research here. And you can see, look, there's an Extraordinary X-Men cover. Boom. The Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, I got that one. This is kind of cool. Oh, and it shows the regular #1 there. And then there it shows the hip-hop cover. That's actually pretty neat. I'm actually really excited for that. That's pretty cool. Check this out, a little All Red Silver Surfer. I want to get this run. I heard it was really, really good. Dan Slott wrote it, and Mike and Laura Allred did the artwork on it. That's pretty darn cool. Galactus the Devourer #5. Well, again, I will throw this out. But check this out. Shiny Goodness, Silver Surfer, issue 75. Dude, for $3, I'm actually pretty happy I got this lot. This is much better than I expected. Woo! Sensational She-Hulk #50. I'm actually, considering I was dumping on this guy in his shop before, I'm actually pretty excited, man. Sledgehammer #1. That's a long-term spec. Not Mike Hammer. Sledgehammer. What does it say? First collector's item issue based on the TV show that refuses to die. It died. Got a little Micronauts. I got to look that up. I don't have this issue, but it's in perfect condition. See if this is one of those keys. There's like 10 keys in the Micronauts run. All right, Brewbreaker and Fraction, Mortal Iron Fist, probably just a filler, but do it somewhere else. Punisher Summer Special, Crazy from the Heat, dun dun dun. Chat, would you please chat? I feel like I'm talking to myself here. I know Adam's fallen asleep. Just say, Ian, open that beer. You know you want to. Something, man. I just finished the wine. Hercules, Prince of Power, #2 in a 4-issue limited series. Yeah. Here's another one I will probably get rid of. Killraven, #5 of 6. But this next one's pretty cool. It's a little beat up, though. Shogun Warriors, number 4. I used to have some Shogun Warriors, number 9, sorry. I used to have some Shogun Warriors, and I literally, I fired off, like I had one whose like wrist like fired out and came off the arm. I fired it in the car on a car ride at my sister. My dad was not happy. I got in a little bit of trouble for that one. And finally, Silver Sable and the Wilds Pack, number 2. So listen, about 4 or 5 of these are comics that I thought were kind of cool. For $3 to get 4 or 5 comics, I'm down with that. You know, I'm okay with that. Now this next one was $5. $5 for an X-Men lot. Let's see what's in the X-Men lot. I just cut. Oh no, the tape was caught on that. I thought I cut it. No, it's just the tape was already on there, so he packaged it pretty badly. It's not an expensive comic. I just ripped. So right away, we've got a little X-Men Adventures #1, which is the top book. I've got that already. It's kind of nice to have again. Joe Casey and Assad Ribic, Children of the Atom at number 6. Was that? Yeah, book 6. Kind of dig the artwork on the cover. Probably not that excited with what's on the inside. It happens. Ooh. People charge $5. I mean, it's not a $5 book. It's the #1 most copies sold of any book ever, anywhere, ever. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll deal with that. I will take that Magneto. X-Men Annual #1. So it's the first annual from the second run. There. X-Men Wildcats Dark Age #1, written by Warren Ellis. That's pretty cool. You get Wolverine there. He's just like, don't mess with me. I'm Wolverine. They made me draw me differently, but I'm still Wolverine. Yeah, boy. He's Wolverine. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's a reprint. But it's a reprint of '96. It's not bad. It's one of those not for resale. A little bit of dirt and one or two, about 4 or 5 ticks. When did this come out? Oh, 2004. Okay. This is the first appearance of Moira McTaggart, right? That's why this is like a huge book that everybody's freaking out about these days. No, another not for resale. I get all these not for resale as promotional books from these great covers. That's pretty cool. Jim Lee artwork. 2005 contains material originally published in magazine form as X-Men #7, April 1992. So this is like a reprint of the 1991-92 X-Men run. Okay. This is a reprint of, what was that, issue 120 something? 117 from January 1979. So these are all reprints of X-Men issues. No idea if they're worth anything or not. It's kind of cool. I dig it. Here's another one. Reprint of 243. X-Men's Second Coming #1. This is a free comic. One will rise, one will fall, one will lead, one will sacrifice, all will unite. Whatever. Shut the F up. Jean Grey, I actually do have like #1 in this. I don't know if I have the whole series. Yeah. Bishop #2. It's a cool cat, Bishop, but you know, he appeared in the '90s and he gave him that '90s hair right off the bat. Definitely needs to update Bishop, but he's a cat I dig. I like him a lot. Oh, X-Men '92 #1. So again, for $5, this is not like blowing me away, but it's not bad. You know, it's surprise. Wildcats X-Men: The Silver Age, Full pop and full color 3D edition. Do they have 3D glasses? Are the glasses attached? Alas, they are not. That would be pretty cool though if they were, because look at this 3D artwork that without glasses looks totally ridiculous. Be kind of cool, man. And now we got the Golden Age. Oh, is that? Yes, yes. 3D glasses. Biggie Shaq. He's buying Nick Fury $35. Dude, I don't have that to sell you. I hope you're not trying to buy it from me, because that would be a mistake. I can see where the glasses should be in the Silver Age one, but they are in the Golden Age. I'm super excited for that, man. Super excited. Biggie, I'm popping the beer open for you, man. I'm popping the beer. Look what I found. Lagunitas Equinox, a genuine pale oat ale. This is in honor of Biggie Shaq. Pop in the Nick Fury cherry. Doesn't sound right, does it? We ain't no fucking savages here. Ooh, very pale, very oaty. Ah, that's my fucking jam. That right there. A little hint of like cinnamon aftertaste or maybe nutmeg. I don't love it, but I love the first hit going down. Here's to you, Biggie. All right. So we got that Children of the Atom, number 5. I don't know much about this run at all, but it looks very 90s. Joe Casey wrote it. All right. What else was in there? Oh, Children of the Atom, number unknown. Let's look at the barcode. Number 4. So I got 4, 5, and 6. You congratulate yourself all you want. Hey, number 3. I might have a full run in this little box. No, this is horrible. This is horrible art. Probably horrible writing. This is horrible 90s. Wolverine, Days of Future Past. Another one. Next book is old. Ooh, a little uncanny. 126? Yo, that's not like in prime condition. I'm rubbing some grime off with my thumb right now. I just paid $5 for a pack that has everything you've seen, including a freaking pair of 3D glasses and X-Men 126. Let's take a break from our regularly scheduled program to look up X-Men 120. I can't do this camera. 6. Ah, I knew there was a sound behind me. My son thumped on the floor to say goodnight to the dog. Thank you for your help with dinner tonight, Nicholas. Yes, I'm referencing Key Collector app during a video. What are you going to do? Stop watching? I'm going to lose 3 watchers? Come on, you guys are the best. Why would you leave me? X-Men. Scroll down because they removed X-Men from the other X-Men. Now it's X-Men parentheses Uncanny. It's in a different location. We can't type in 126 because their stupid thing will default to 26. They don't have that. You know, Dave, he was cool. I saw him today. I don't hate him. You know, sometimes he's a little over the top. He's a professional. I'm an amateur, and I want to be an amateur. I want to do this amateurishly. I want to have live streams where I don't have a fancy camera. I keep putting my head like this, where I don't have headphones on. I don't have a mic. It's just me and you guys. So it's the first full appearance of Proteus, a featureless human shape composed of white light. Being that he is the son of Moira McTaggart, Proteus could play a major role in Hawk's Pox. Right? So this is not in the $55 shape that they listed, but this is not in the $5 shape that they say for low grade. I would actually say I got a decent deal there. You know, I relate to certain people differently. Dave, are you going to Rose City, man? Let me know. If not, you got to come. I found a new spot today, and I got like 15 spots in Tacoma we can hit in one weekend, one day. It's cool. This is pretty cool. I'm actually really excited for this because I used to have this. I have now like a couple of the issues, but I don't have number one, or at least I can't locate it. This is just a really awesome mini-series. It was the first mini-series that was like thick cover. Came out, I think, in '88. Does it say? Walter and Louise Simonson wrote it. John Muth, who I don't know, does the art with Kent Williams. Does not have the date, but this is a great series. I think it's 4 issues. 1988. Shh, my memory's good. Got to start drinking beer, and your memory will pop up like a motherfucker. Phoenix End Song. It's Greg Land art. Yeah, but again, this whole pile is $5, right? That's not bad. I gotta check to see if I have 126. Ooh, so that's End Song 3, End Song 4, End Song 5 of 5. So I'm just missing 1 of 2. That's a pretty cool Phoenix in Her Eye. I dig that. I dig that indeed. What else do we got? Ooh, I don't think I have this, and I am definitely collecting the Grant Morrison new X-Men run. So this was a score, no doubt. Somebody needs this issue. I don't. One more number, and it would be 266, but it's not. It's 265. It's a throwaway X-Men. Is this like Origin of Storm? I don't think so. Storm at the Mercy. No, it's just Storm like running away from those things that like Gambit saves her from in 266 when he first becomes introduced. So whatevs. All right. This is a key. This is something to do with Madeline Pryor or the Brood 241. I did not do too badly in this like mystery pack. We're getting down towards the end. We get 2 comics left. Marvel Comics presents Wolverine. Who did the artwork on that? Bill Sienkiewicz. Hey, Omega Comics is with us. Well, at least it's Bill something. No, Bill Willingham. Sorry. It's a Bill. Look, y'all think you can read that? I got the B. Be happy for me is what that B stands for. Little Bill Willingham art there. That's pretty cool. Stan Lee presents. Writer, Chris Claremont. Breakdown. It doesn't even say. It says Breakdowns, John Buscema. But it doesn't say art anywhere. I don't know who did the cover here. I don't even know. That's just dumb. Trying to figure this out. So I'm going to not figure it out. Last one. You guys see it before I do? That's the one that ripped because the tape got on it. That is a reprint of X-Men 5, but this feels like it was reprinted yesterday, 2005. So for no, but you're buying the first Fury, or were you hoping I had it for you? Oh, I feel so ashamed. Did you think I was going to get you the first Fury for $35? I'm sorry, dude. I don't have that. Oh, it must stop. The silliness must stop. All right. So, yeah, I absolutely agree. For $5, that was a really, really nice hit. Did you hear me slur my words just there? I said, I absolutely agree. I really slurred my words. I better keep drinking. So we left Tricky's Pop Culture Emporium. We were on our way to, where were we going? We were on our way to Lily Pad Antiques, but then I went to one place across the street. Is Sanford Son or Sanford and Son or Clifford and Son? Dealers, 3 floors, antiques and auctions. So I go in there and I find this place. I hope this video plays for you. This is me leaving this place, but this was so insane. Check this out. This is like how I had to get out of here. These are old wooden floors. I was like in a sub-basement. Yeah, I'm just going to say, I'm glad I got the afternoon off. And I'm glad I found this place. Just wondering, because it's one of these shops within a shop within a shop. You know what I'm saying? There's the light. There's the exit. There's the exit. So, cool thing about this, though, right, is it's called Comics for Kids. All of their stuff was overpriced. All of their stuff was just silly. Like X-Force 1 polybag, $10. Not the $1 that you should be finding it for, but like 20 copies of it. Everything was $10 unless it was a key, then it was like $20 or $30. It was insane. But this company, hidden in the basement of like a multi-stall antique shop, gives comics away to kids. So I totally support them for that. The guy's like, hey, you want to contact us? We'll give you a box for your students. I'm like, yes. So totally love that place. I didn't find much. It was like one of those antique malls. Sanford and Son. Yeah, Chico and the Man is coming next, I think. But I did get one thing there. They had like some stuff that was just overpriced. They had this pack for $25. And the top one on the pack was this. Dave, I know you agree this is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen. This book shut up a bit. So I said, hey, can I get that for 10? I just want that book. I don't want the other books. And he said, okay. So, this is a silly key. This is probably not a key that will last. So I'll probably sell this very soon. It's in good condition. It's got a few spine dings, but not ticks. But there is a page here where some girls are trick-or-treating. Some kids are trick-or-treating, I should say. Is it the first page? No, it's not the first page. It's not the 7th page. It's not the 8th page. It's the First Lady Thor. That's why it came up big, Omega. You are absolutely right. So there's a first Spider-Gwen, first Omega Thor, First Lady Thor in here somewhere. I've been drinking. I can't find it for you. I already passed it, I'm sure. Hawkeye does some flips and some jumps. There it is. Right there in the corner. Next to Hawkeye's left arm. That's supposedly the first Spider-Gwen. This is my second copy, so this will be for sale. I bought it for 10. As long as I can sell it for 11, I'm happy. Because for that $1, I can go next door. I can get a lighter, light my pot, and have some fun. So next, I left there, went across the street to Lily Pad Antiques and Collectibles. I know this place very well, but what was cool in this place, I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and at the rows of boxes, this guy goes, "You're YouTube?" I'm like, "Yes." And he goes, I watch your YouTube. I'm like, Tacoma Comics. He's like, yeah. What's your name? He's like, oh, I don't say anything. I just lurk. So he probably didn't say the word lurk. That's just the thing I got from Perry. But he's just like, yeah, man, I watch your stuff. So it's always cool to be in a shop in Tacoma, especially not a comic book shop, but like a back issue shop. And somebody's like, hey, I know your video. So, when I called myself Tacoma Comics, I didn't think anything of it, but I guess like I attract a Tacoma crowd. So this place, Lily Pad, it's been like there for 20, 30 years, way before I lived in Tacoma. The proprietors, they're retiring next year. So, maybe they'll sell me all their comics. Anyway, I got this for 50 cents. I don't think I have this. I think I've got 1 through 5. I don't know if anybody knows anything about this one. It was in the dollar bin. It's a Toys R Us. Thanks, Biggie. Yeah, that all my BS aside, I think that's cool. Toys R Us, limited edition X-Men. So you had to buy it at Toys R Us. I don't know anything about that. I forgot to look this one up. I meant to put it back, but I don't know if this is the first appearance of Power Rangers in a comic book. It clearly predates the IDW stuff. It's from Hamilton Comics, Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Doesn't have a date on it. Oh, December. It's from December. But yeah, I got that. Then I found these books, and I was like pretty psyched. Number 48, the first appearance of, was it Sergeant Slaughter? I think it's Sergeant Slaughter. I can't remember now. Somebody look it up on Key Collector for me. I got at 48 and 50. I can't remember. But I also got 48. I think not Skeletor. Something. Look it up. Anyway, dude, I am so bad at this, right? I cannot do this. So let's look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now my freaking stream is on point. All right, so I got a newsstand as well. Somebody look up 48, and then somebody look up 50. I think 50 is the first appearance of Sergeant Slaughter. And these are all like $2 or $3 each. 48 is some other first appearance. I can't remember. Then I forgot I bought this the other day. I'm an idiot, so now I've got an extra 13. What the fuck am I going to do with an extra 13? Right? I love collecting Wolverine, but I don't need doubles. That goes into the whatever bin. And then I got this for $3. Dazzler #1. It's in such nice condition. I thought this was the recent reprint, but it's not the recent reprint. It's in Mylar too, which makes me super happy. Get rid of that tape right away. Why does tape even exist? Either get resealable or just fold the bag over. Never, ever, 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 ever use tape. Or better yet, Dave, if you're still here, just get it slabbed. I want to see if this is the error variant. I will figure it out in a second, Biggie. Thank you. But yeah, this is a freaking primo copy. So I'm on the New York Warriors auction on Tuesday, and I am going to sell X-Men 130, first appearance of Dazzler. And I'm going to pair it with Dazzler #1, which I just picked up for $3. So what I'm looking for here is on page 24 and 25, there's an ad. And in some of the comics, that ad is in black and white. And that is the rarer variant. And I think that's it. And I think, yeah. So this is not the error variant. This is just your regular color. I have a copy of this where this page is black and white, which makes it worth like a whole $1 more. But still, I am super psyched. That is a cleaner copy than mine, I think. I almost don't want to sell this, but I don't need 2 copies, right? I don't need 2 copies. And then I just got this Jimmy Olsen for, what, $3? So I wanted to show it to Matt Fraction at Rose City Comic Con. It's just completely hysterical, but it's completely like the stuff that Matt Fraction is writing right now. If you're reading this comic, this current comic, it's hysterical. So it says, confess you killed Clark Kent, Jimmy. I found these clothes in the sea. Now, what did you do with his body? So we all know that Superman is Clark Kent. So why he's fucking with Jimmy Olsen, I don't know. But Jimmy, in his green suit, his brown shoes, and his plaid socks, Superman knows I'm guilty. So he thinks he did it. Clearly he didn't do it because Superman is alive right here. My mind is blown. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to kill him, too, with this special gamma weapon. Dun, dun, dun. I love this shit. I love this shit. I got this, too. I forgot to order it when it came out, so I need to go back and get #1. But I got 2, my friend. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So let's take a break, sip some beer. Lagunitas right here. Biggie, you from California, Texas. I don't know why those are the only 2 that I think, but I think you're from one of those 2 places. Let's go to Key Collector and see what they say about the Power Rangers. Also Texas or also not Texas? DC Silver Bubbles are, yeah, they really are, man. They really are. So the Hamilton one, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, not numbered, first team appearance, mini comic included in Fruit of the Loom underwear packages. They listed Ohio. The fuck am I talking about? Sorry, dude. I thought you were California for some reason. So yeah, it's from that company. I think it's from that company. Is it? Yeah, Hamilton Comics. But the first one is not. You can't see that. Is not the one that I have. So the first one came in the Fruit of the Loom package. I would love to get that comic, man. That is, Dave, you're from Hawaii. Stop fucking. Um, oh my God, I'd love to have a Power Rangers that's from Fruit of the Loom. Everything else listed here. There's the Boom 2017 run, the Mighty Morphins 2015 run from Boom Studios, Free Comic Book Day from Boom Studios 2018, 2019, and then there's the Saban. Oh wait, no, that's the one I have. Can you guys see that? I don't know if there's any way. There you go. That's the one I have, and they list that as a $12 book. I'm actually pretty. Hey, Brandon is late. Brandon's in Ohio or Iowa or Connecticut or something too, man. Did I tell you? Yeah, man. I've had my problems with Tom in the past, but you know what? He does his thing, and I respect him. And I'll say that all seriousness. I got a cool Power Rangers for $1, a $12 Power Rangers that I could probably sell for $3. That's supposedly worth $12. All right, let's move on with our trip around Tacoma. The last place I went today. Well, the second to last place, because the last place got nothing. Oh, by the way, I'd never seen this comic before, and Poor Man's Comic AOK'd me it. I came across 2 copies today. I did not buy them. Figured I'd let somebody else enjoy the craziness that is Wknd, the parody of Tanya Harding, but I just thought that was funny. So we went. No, we didn't. We went here first. My slideshow's out of order. Went to Half Price Books. They were having their 20% Labor Day sale. Michigan. It's like Washington or like Ohio. They're having their 20% sale. And so I loaded up on comics. Just a few. All of these I picked up on Wednesday, and I put in on a hold for me because I get 10% off as a teacher, but I wanted the 20% off because I'm cheap. So I got it. So let's just look at what I got. My last stop on my trip today, $4.09.50. Everything else here is, I'm not going to read the price of each of them, but they're like $2, $3 comics, half price, and then 20% off of that. So Uncanny X-Men for Madman. But you are the madman above madmen. So for you to call me a madman, I feel like I'm inducted into this society. So cheers to you. $4.24. $4.25. $4.26. $4.27. $4.28. I think that's a minor key, and I think I have it. $4.29, the Draco Part 1. $4.30, the Draco Part 2. $4.31, the Draco Part 3. Check out this chick. Little blue-eyed youngster here. The Draco Part 4. This is a reimagined Kurt Wagner. That's not the Nightcrawler I know. The Draco Part 5 in $4.33. And the Draco Part 6 in $4.34. The Trial of the Juggernaut, $4.35. Trial of the Juggernaut, $4.36. She Lies with Angels, $4.37. She Lies with Angels, $4.38. These are all Salvador LaRocca covers, which is pretty cool, or at least art. Some of them are David Mack covers. This is a David Mack cover, $4.39. $4.40. This is a great David Mack cover. Look at this. Is that David Mack? I think that's his symbol there, right? But then it says ARN 03 underneath, and then it says Salvador, because I know Salvador LaRocca did the interiors. So I don't know. Yeah, Rob, this is... So I stopped collecting when I went to college in like 1990, which was around issue 300. And now going back and trying to finish my run, I've got about 20 of the Claremont ones between 94 and 279. I've got less than 20, less than 20 to get. But then I started looking at the 300s. I'm like, I'm never getting those. But then I read like an odd fraction one from the 500s, and I was like, this is really good writing. This is a good story. I actually really enjoy this, not from a collector's point of view, but from a reader's point of view. This is really, really great. So I started getting the 500s, then I started looking at some of the 400 keys, and then all of a sudden, now I'm collecting, eventually I'll get the 300s, right? I stopped at about 315. I started about 401, and I'm going to get up from 401 down from, like, I guess 120 or wherever I'm missing. Eventually I have to fill in the crap, and then I'll go for the low numbers, but that's another day. So Biggie, man, I got the entire run for $10 last year, which was really cool. That was 442, 443. One of them was in the 50-cent bin. It's really cool. So Tan starts, what's his name? Tan starts doing the art here. No, it just starts doing the cover. Not the John Siebel does the actual interiors. Billy Tan. But Chris Claremont starts writing again, which is really cool. Claremont and Tan again. John Siebel here. Now we get into Ed Brubaker starts writing, which is really awesome. And that's just a funky. Wasn't that X-Men First Class where they went, or Apocalypse, where they went back in time and dressed up all hippie-like? This is a really cool Brubaker. Not the cover, but Choi. I don't know who that is. Honestly, I wish my knowledge was bigger than it is. Mike Choi. There you go. Mike Choi right there. I love that cover. Have you ever tried looking for lots on My Comic Shop? I haven't looked for lots. Is that mycomicshop.com? I've looked for individuals, and they haven't been like they're basically, you're paying top dollar for it. So I haven't found like a lot that I want. I prefer dingy, dark places like I've been finding. Dave, we will go sometime next weekend. My in-laws are in now. Greg Land, is that Land? No, it's still Tan. It's still Billy Tan. Pretty darn hot though. My in-laws are in next weekend. The weekend after is Rose City Comic Con. I don't know if you're going down there or not. Just let me know if you are. I'm leaving Saturday morning, all day Saturday, Sunday night, staying in a hotel, and then Sunday I'm hanging out in Portland with my son. I'm not going to Comic Con because it's not worth paying for him to go a second day. He'd hate it. Yeah, Craig. Ask Silver Age Dave about going to a crack house. He's done that before, man. This I've actually read before. Now Matt Fraction starts in the 500s, so I'm actually pretty excited about this one too. I think I have this one already, or I have around this area, but it's Yannick Paquette. Is it? That's his name, Yannick Paquette. I think is the Yannick Paquette is the penciler, and Matt Fraction starts writing, and it gets really, really good. This is fine. So this is weird. Like, they usually don't change so abruptly. That is the masthead and the font kind of one issue, 512, and then 513. It looks like that. Then 515. Now Greg Land, or the Dodsons. The Dodson. That's Greg Land. Sorry, Greg Land. Hey, Tacoma, man. And there's the Dodsons. And then I just found some random ones. This Daredevil, I just like the cover. I'll see if I can get that price sticker off. So DS Comics is from Tacoma, guys. That's what the 253 is. That's the area code around here. I got this Lumberjanes variant. This is the most expensive thing I bought at Half Price Books. This is $5 with the 20% off. Then I found this interesting run. Fantastic 451. Which connects to Fantastic 452, which connects to Fantastic 453, which connects to Fantastic Four 54, which I don't have, and then I assume Fantastic Four 55 maybe that fire starts on the goes to the top and connects them all together. I don't know. And then I don't know why I got this one. Maybe because it was die cut, but it was just kind of looked cool, and it was 50 cents. So I got this Fantastic Four. So yeah, that is my haul. You guys saw all that. Got some good stuff, decent prices. Got some surprises on those surprise grab bags. Let's check the chat for a bit. Rob says, let go Craigslist. I'll go to a damn crack house if I have to. And I said, Silver Age Dave has been to a crack house. He's from Ohio. I did not know that, Biggie. But yeah, he is. DS, man, if you haven't seen this, you probably know these places, right? I went to Half Price today. I went to Northwest Comics and Gaming. I didn't find anything there. Sports, this is a place that used to be all gaming. Then they got bought out by a sports card company. This was at Lily Pad. This was at Comics for Kids across the street from Lily Pad, down in this crazy dungeon with the sign blurred by the thing. This is down from McMenamin's. Went to Tricky's Pop Culture Emporium, went to Destiny Comics. I was saying Atomic used to be my LCS, but I switched to Stargazer because they are local. I met the lady who's the purchasing manager at Gabby's Olympics Cards and Comics in Olympia, and she has a podcast called Out of the Fridge, which is really awesome, and she was amazing. She helped me find a bunch of Stephanie Hans. That's Gabby, who owns Olympic Cards and Comics. She's amazing. One of the greatest people you'll ever meet. So, yeah, it's been a cool time. Let's see what else we got going on. I'm just going to leave that because that's a great comic to drink to. So, I like buying these larger bottles of beer for two reasons. One reason is to share them with friends. The other reason is because when they're open, I got no choice but to finish them. So anyway, I think I mentioned shout out Jose, who I met. Biggie says he was a day and $1 short. Some guy bought a whole long box of quarter books and looked through there, and it was the Young Avengers. It kills you, man. That stuff was so cheap a while ago. I don't know Let Go. I got to check that out. Craigslist, obviously. Crack House for sure. Heat gun for the price sticker. Yeah, Rob, you should see I've got excuse me, burping up the beer and the wine. I got a whole video, couple of videos I put out, and definitely Instagram, where I do hyperlapse. Hair dryer. I don't have a heat gun. I use a hair dryer, and then I use a razor blade to peel off the sticker, and then I use a Q-tip with lighter fluid, which helps clean the gunk off, but it evaporates really quickly. So yeah, pretty psyched. That usually gets them. What I found is the older comics, actually the paper holds up better. Modern comics, especially some cheaper comics, some stuff Image puts out, like I had some Lazarus, and I tried to get those, and just the colors ran right away. So been working on that. Yep, Rob Worst, that is. Silver got what, 5 181s? Yeah, he got some crazy stuff in that haul from the crack house. Thank you, Biggie. Thank you so much. Guys, I can sit here and drink my beer, but you guys keep chatting. I'll keep throwing up your comments, but I got nothing else to show you. That was the haul. Like I said, anything that I don't want here goes straight to my students to read. I've got lunch period free. We have free lunch periods this year, so I can do my job. I've got a job to do during lunch, but the other periods can be kids come down to my room and read comic books. So pretty excited for that. Pretty excited to start a little comic book reading club at lunchtime this year, and I've certainly got enough here to do that. Here is the that Comics for Kids group. And it kind of combined. Here's the Fantastic Four. So I thought it was pretty cool, right? Their prices were ridiculous. Other than that Hawkeye Deadpool, the guy really didn't know. He saw the package that had 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $25, and I just got number 0 for $10, which is worth more than all of them. So I got a decent deal there. But other than that, man, they had lots of great comics, but they were all super, super high priced. Like there was no bargain bin diving, but I won't slag that store because, like I said, they give free comics to kids. So there's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong. Shoot, somebody else just joined, but then jumped out. Guys, I am got a question for you. Anybody here jumping on the bandwagon for what's it called? StreamYard. Like they want you to pay. You can lock in at $16 a month, and you get your banners and everything uploaded, unlimited streams. I don't think, man, if it was like $25 for the year, $30 for a year, I'd do it. But $16 a month, even at that cut rate, I'm just gonna just use their free stuff, and if it goes away, I'll find some other free stuff to use. I kind of like it, even though I have to go right to go left. I don't know. Yeah, Rob, I've never used. Let's take a look at this. Has anybody here used Absorbine putty? I've heard about that. I haven't gone that far. Right, that's my next step, is to get some of that putty. I've used my son's get like the fancy erasers for my wife, because she's an art teacher. She was an art teacher. She's an artist. They're like into art. So I don't know. You do the free StreamYard. That's what I do for now, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Because as much as this is fun, it's not worth me paying. Like, you know, I'm communicating with people at 10:30 or 9 o'clock on a Saturday night while drinking beer. I'm not like I could talk to my friends on the phone. I don't need to pay to do this. So as long as StreamYard's free, I'm down there. DS, I am all the way down. I'm all the way down in Graham. I teach at Frontier Middle School. I had an offer at Mason Middle School this year, or last year. So the past year, but they offered me in August, and my district wouldn't let me go. So I was really pissed about that. I live over here on South 12th by the Spirit gas station. I could honestly be at Mason Middle School in 8 minutes by car, 20 minutes by bike. Right now, my trip down to Graham is about 35, 40 going, 50 coming back, and it's a killer. It's a killer. So I'd love to be teaching in Tacoma, but everything else about where I teach is good. I like my school. I like my district. I like my classes. So, you know, I can't complain. Biggie says, did the $50 dispute get fixed? Not yet. He made it right. And I didn't call him out by name before, so I'm not going to call him out by name now. But the guy that I had the problem with, so I'm from New York, right? And in New York, you just grow up thinking everybody's trying to scam you. And so I didn't reach out to the guy. A couple of people said you should reach out to him. And like, I think it's my New York upbringing. It's like, fuck no, I'm not reaching out to this guy. He just put in a dispute for $59 or $49, whatever it was. And PayPal took my money. I'm not contacting him. Maybe I should have contacted him. I don't know. He found me because I like posted on Instagram. I did the YouTube video, and I'm like, see, he's got those books that he's doing. He said it was his bank that automatically, because he switched accounts or something, automatically fought the charges, and I will take him at his word. And the reason I'll take him at his word is because he has sent me the money from his wife's account or another account he made up. He sent me the money. PayPal took out another $20 for the dispute, which sounds like bullshit. They just took $20 out. He paid me that back. Now the original amount is still in dispute, so I am still waiting for a resolution. When I get that money, I will send it back to this guy, since he's already made good on what I got shorted. Again, if anybody asks me privately, I will tell you who it was. I won't go. I actually watched one of his videos the other day. The guy seems pretty cool. I won't go out of my way. I didn't go out of my way to slam his name before, and I'm not going to go and put his name in now because people have already heard me slam it. So I'm cool with the guy. I don't know that I would necessarily sell to him in an auction. That would have to be another conversation. He did seem to make it right. He did contact me. He didn't shy away. He didn't like talk shit. He came straight to me and said, "Hey man, that was me. Can I send you this?" And at first I said no because I thought PayPal would like figure it out, but PayPal was taking forever. So I'm like, and then they took out the other 20. So I'm like, yeah, please send me that. So he did right away. He sent it to me. Stand up move. Um, he said, keep it when PayPal finishes the dispute. And I'm thinking, no, when PayPal finishes the dispute, I will send this. I will send the money back. So, Sheesh is right. It was a lot to go through. It's actually, now that I think about it, it was a small issue from like a larger world, but it seemed at the time to be all consuming. Uh, you know what, Rob? You were absolutely right. And I'm thinking that more and more. My wife's in grad school. I am, my kids are in middle school and upper elementary now. I don't like being that far away from, even 50 minutes away is tough. If a kid gets sick, it's almost incumbent upon my wife to leave her job to go pick them up from school, and that's not fair to her because she's only in her third year of teaching, so it doesn't look as good. I don't know, man. I kind of feel bad. So if I can find that job closer to home, I will take it for sure, for sure. All right, guys. I really appreciate you all being here. I really highly suggest you all try Lagunitas. Um, little something something. If you like IPAs, they have great IPAs, but I'm not into IPAs. They've got Brown Sugar Sucks, which is like a sweet ale. Little something something. This is Equinox. It's a pale oat ale. It's bitter on the back of the tongue without having that hoppy bitterness. So I definitely dig it. Yeah, man. That's all I got. Uh, I'd love to hang out and talk more and keep you guys entertained, but I'm kind of done. Yeah, like I operate, his amount to Thoro, I think like Thoro operates on a higher level than I do. He was able to eat it and then deal with it. I was more like that's a lot of money to me for comics. So yeah, Biggie, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, I'm Geeks, Drinks, and Comics is in here now. He's talking about the beer. Yeah, so somebody I read on Twitter the other day, some lady said IPAs are like pumpkin spice lattes for middle-aged white men. I'm like, yes, because I do not like IPAs, man. Arrogant Bastard Ale had it best with the bitter ale, the strong ale. You don't need that hoppy taste, man. I'm not down with that. That like, let's throw extra hops in. Shout out to people who do like it, but I'm not one of those people. Rob, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Geeks, it is a good beer. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a nice beer to go with bagging and boarding comics. It's a nice beer. Let me show you what else I got from Lagunitas. Be right back. This one will be for tomorrow, I think. The Dark Swan Sour Ale. I'm pretty that I've never had. That's a limited release, so I'm actually pretty excited for that one. That should be pretty cool. All right, my friends. This Tuesday, check out the New York Warriors auction. I am on. I have I got X-Men 130, Dazzler. I got some Art Germ black and white sketches. I got a nice Batman lot, including first appearance of Batman Beyond. Got a bunch of stuff that I am selling. So it should be a good time. Wednesday night, I'm on with John's Comics with Kids and White Whale Comics, doing a Somebody's Killing the Kids recap, or whatever their comic book club is called. You know how to get rid of someone? Loan them 50. They will avoid you asking. Got my money for as long as you want. Yeah, it's like what's it called? Bronx Tale, right? When Chaz Palminteri's like, you want to get rid of that guy? Ignore him, right? Stop chasing him down. $20, he'll never come around, never bother you again. It's the way to go. Yeah, Hawkeye Deadpool. Number 0. So yeah, I don't know. Should I sell that one? It doesn't fit with any of the lots that I got planned, but maybe I will sell that again. I mean, I bought it with the intention of selling it. I'm a flipper. Because I figured I could get it for $10 from the guy. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But like I said, yeah. And so next time I do one of these, man, I'll invite you guys on because I'm not that I'm bored, but like I feel like this would be more interesting if there were more people talking to me because I still got 7, 8, 9 people coming in and out talking and stuff. So let's just take a look at the last. This was dinner tonight, right? I went. My wife, like I said, she's been working really hard, so I went out and I got some corn. I got some of the good salmon. There's 2 pounds of salmon right there. This is only half the shrimp, asparagus, and I got some figs. My son sliced up the figs. I taught him how to cut figs with a knife. Made a nice presentation. It was a good dinner tonight, man. That's why I'm full. That's why I've been drinking because I started with wine at dinner. Well, started with beer during dinner, and then beer making dinner, wine during dinner, and beer after dinner on the podcast. Is this a podcast? No, on the video, on the live feed, on the live stream. The words are not coming the way the meaning should be. All right, for real. It's hard to end this because you guys are really freaking fucking awesome. But I really should end it on that picture there. I hope it is because I got 2 of them, Rob. So thank you for being here, everybody. I will now officially go and wander off to YouTube, probably to go watch somebody else's video. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to see what somebody else is doing. So I will catch you guys later. Take care.